Hey, what's going on, day ones? This podcast is brought to you by a couple of phenomenal sponsors. First up, we got Rose Vogue Stylings. Ladies, are you in the market for a new purse? What about a new swimsuit? What about some earrings? The folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings, they got you covered. Please go to rosevoguestyling.com. And while you're on the website, please enter in that promo code late night. You want to make sure you're getting all of those amazing discounts. Also, if you are in the market for a lovely timepiece such as the one that I am wearing, please go to blackwatches.com. That is BLAK watches.com and enter in that promo code late night WNate to get another fantastic discount off of quality timepieces. Again, thank you to the folks over at Rose Vogue Stylings and those at Black Watches. Now to the show. Boogie! Boogie! We are back for another episode of your favorite late night podcast that we sometimes shoot during the day. I'm Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Bradyberg.
And this is Late Night with Nate and Adrian. Let's give them the air horns and the delayed bombs. Bombs.
Oh, we didn't hear none of that.
You didn't hear none of those? What?
Nope. We didn't check. We didn't check. That's what our problem was.
Dang it. So now I'm just over here doing obligatory sound effects that don't work. So if y'all are thinking about bombs, just do bombs in your head. But this is your favorite late night podcast, Late Night with Nate Adrian. I'm Nate Galloway. Did we already do that? I think we already did that.
Yeah.
Okay. Shout out to the day ones, like, subscribe on all your podcast platforms. Not having the bombs, it just kind of threw me off for a little bit.
Yeah.
It is what it is. How are you doing?
I'm great. I am catching up on some old school King of the Hill. If you guys aren't a fan, they have brought it back. It is they're older. Bobby's older, and the crew, is more accustomed to what's happening in real life.
Okay.
In modern times. Yeah, no, they're not woke because they still Texans. Don't get it twisted. But the world around them,
that is
a little woker.
Hilarious. So how was how would you rate the show though?
I'm a King of the Hill fan.
Okay.
But I will say, man, it's sad to see all the original characters, the voices, the actors that voiced the original characters. The last few episodes that I've seen, at the end, they did a RIP to them. I was like, oh damn! But then it also just got me thinking, what skill you have to have in order for an actor to play another actor's voice because that person is no longer with us. Like, how skillful do you have to be in order to just replicate that voice? Or maybe they're doing AI because they have so many damn episodes. They could just take the original voice and, make some new, which I don't think that's what they're doing. We're not doing that. We're giving people jobs. You know what I'm saying? So
it's tough. I mean, it's the phase-on love effect. When Robin Harris passed, a lot of people didn't know that wasn't him on Baby's Kids.
Yeah,
it was just like, oh, okay, I see what y'all are doing here. That's dope. That is dope. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out. King of the Hill for me was one of those shows where it's kind of like it's on, so I'm just like, all right, give it a go. But it was never one of those ones for me where I'm like, this is a go-to.
I don't know you. Let go of my purse.
Bobby. Like there, I do remember the episode when he was talking to the vegan chick or the vegetarian.
Oh yeah,
chick. Mm-hmm. That was a great episode. So.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's a classic, but I also know it's a classic on the point of it being they stayed true to a Texan family and how they maneuver around the world as a Texan, and I do find it pretty enlightening to see a authentic Texan because that's pretty much Middle America where people aren't jumping up and leaning in towards a lot of the changes that we're doing to progress as a society. So it's
Not only
just
that,
funny.
Texas is its own country in
It
itself.
really is.
You've been to Texas? Texas is huge,
Yeah,
man.
it really is.
It's ridiculous.
They really do have their own country. But, outside of that, just chilling, taking it easy. Man, gotta be honest, these days are just melting together. They are I cannot believe we are, first of all, we're in August.
Yeah,
That's crazy for me to think of. Like, y'all better take advantage of this sun, ladies and gentlemen, because it's clearly the world is ending soon. Because
it has been the fastest, shortest summer
yeah,
ever. It's like, what is going on here?
yeah, this is wild. So I know I see it in a lot of people's eyes when the concern of a couple of days it being hell degrees, and then it just starts to rain for 3 or 4 days, and then we back to hell. Yeah,
Not only
so,
that, it's starting to
something
get
happened.
colder in the
Yeah.
morning. So we're
Yep.
starting to be like, it didn't used to get this frosty
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
August.
Yeah. So y'all stay ready. Make sure them bunkers.
Hey
just
man, Mother Nature is, I'm gonna cook you, then I'm gonna drown you, and then I'm gonna freeze you out.
it's one of them. Hey, but enjoy it while you can. That's all I gotta say.
Hey man,
Enjoy it
we
while you
here.
got it.
We
Right.
breathing.
Enjoy it while we got it. That's all we gotta say. How you feeling? How's your week been?
I'm good, man. These glasses are kind of throwing me off, but I'm gonna keep rocking because I keep seeing my reflection and stuff. It's
Oh,
just like, what is going on?
I mean, you looking fly though.
Shout out to Dion. He personally sent these after I put my order
Oh
in.
God.
After I had to put that in there after I put my order in. I paid for them.
Oh yeah, you got exactly what you asked for
Yeah,
because you paid for it.
I got them. Appreciate you. The week has been cool. It was a week of. Let me say this. My parents are taking advantage of the fact that I am only 40 to 45 minutes away from them. I've been over my parents' house so much this week. I was like,
Damn.
yo, I love y'all. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, I don't want to see you for like a week and a half to 2 weeks. Like, you guys are getting your
Are you
work out of
telling
me.
your parents that though?
No, of course,
All right, well, there
There's
your problem then.
there's
You are an adult. You have to start opening your mouth and sharing your feelings.
it's one of those things where I'm like, I didn't mind. Like I
Okay.
say this, it is in jokes, because I was so far away. Like it used to be like a 2-hour drive to get to them, so it's like you got to make it count.
Yeah.
So now I don't mind. It was 2 days of canning, and when I say canning, Boogie, we were canning everything. I made relish. I made spicy relish. I made green beans. I am officially a old nigga. Like I know all of the secrets now. I was like, yeah, let me go can some relish. So it was cool to actually learn those things. My parents are big on, we want you to know all
Hmm.
these things so you can pass it down. And I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, did you write this down? Because I'm not going to remember any of this.
See, they trying to
And
prepare you for the apocalypse. Shit.
my mom was like, don't worry, there's a book over there for you and your brother. And I was like, all right, because you knew. You
Yeah.
knew.
Yeah.
So
A
that was
book? No, just kidding.
man, a book of all the recipes. You know what it
Yeah.
was? It's funny because my dad got tired of me being like, how you do this? How you do that? He was like, we're just gonna
Oh.
put these all in a book and put recipes on it, and there you go.
Oh.
So I was doing that. So it was cool. And I made the mistake of telling them. I was like, because they chop wood and all, they got a wood burning furnace, all that type of stuff. So it's just like, hey, if you need me to help you move these piles of wood, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you, boy. And I was just like, God damn it, I should not have
That's
said
jazz
that.
kid.
But again, at the same time, I don't mind because they are older, and as you get to spend time with your folks, you're kind of like, y'all niggas don't need to be doing this.
Yeah.
He was, and it's crazy. My dad, he snitches on my mom, and I was like, you didn't used to be a snitch like this. He's like, your mom put the ladder out, and she was trying to paint the roof, and then I got to be like, what are you doing, lady?
Painting
I
the roof?
yes, she was like painting the top, redoing shingles and stuff when they were doing stuff on
Oh
the roof.
no.
And I was like, hey man, I know you're an engineer, but that don't mean you have to engineer everything. Like you can have some people come over and fix this stuff. And he was
I
like,
was
I
just
don't
about to
need
say, you
people.
better engineer some task rabbits.
I don't need people. I got you. But what I don't need is your mama up there. So now me and my brother are like, hey, lady, please don't be doing stuff that you're not supposed to be doing.
Yeah, she like,
So,
don't you tell me what the hell I can't do. I'm gonna do it anyway.
so mostly it's been a week of just running around behind grown teenagers. It's just like when they start to get up in them, your mom is in that same age bracket where it's like, what are we doing here? Y'all just
Yeah,
be doing shit.
I had to check her a couple times because I'd be like, you can just be out. You just out more than me. She is
Man,
an empty nester out here flying at another party, pictures and all this. Do you remember you have children? You want
I
to
had to tell
check
him that.
on me?
I was like, you have grandkids. You have a grandchild in
Yeah,
the oven.
yeah,
Y'all don't need to be out here running around. You need
doing
to
too much.
be chilling. So,
Yeah,
but
ripping
it
and
was
running, as they would say, ripping and running out in these streets.
boy, are they? I'm like, you know what? Y'all got some money because they always like to be like, oh, we don't got nothing. But y'all be taking cruises.
Yep.
Y'all be going to all these restaurants that are
Yeah,
allegedly expensive. What is going
allegedly.
on?
Well, my mom, I'm just like my mom. She took one cruise and was like, "Hey, so cruises are not my thing." And you know what? I learned from her. You learn from
Yeah,
your
experience
mentors, your elders from experience.
from the
Won't
OGs.
catch me.
Is it okay? So, which is it like? What cruise line did you go on? And is that the thing
I
that
ain't
you
never
think?
went on a cruise, but my
Okay, okay,
mom
okay.
did, and
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha.
she has a couple pictures of her, acting like this shit is she was happy, but she was like, "Nah, this ain't it."
You know that smile that they put on when it's like, oh, you really want to scream, but you
Yeah,
that's what it is. What
yeah.
line did she go on? Was it
I don't remember, cause I all I remember is just hearing her complain about the whole thing. I just don't. I don't. I feel like I asked her, but it just went through one ear out the other, so fast. So
I wonder if it's like the curse of Carnival because there are people who've never been on cruise and they go on Carnival for the first and they're like, I'm never cruising again.
what's the issue with Carnival?
Carnival is like the party cruise.
Oh,
Is you gonna see bonnets, you're gonna see trailer park bellies, you're going. It's like
not
Spirit.
not bonnets. You had to throw in bonnets.
It's the Walmart of the seas, basically.
People just want to protect their hair before they actually get out to whatever destination and place that
You're
they want to go.
Boogie. You're at the destination. You're on the cruise ship. That's the destination. I can see if we go to the airport, it's like
Okay,
okay,
okay.
but you're on the boat. Like
You did it. You are here.
you made it. But every time someone talks about Carnival, it is just like, yo, from sun up to sundown, it was twerking and twerking and whatever white people's equivalent of twerking is.
Oh,
And then you go to like, oh, I was on Royal Caribbean. It was none of that. It was ha ha ha, ha,
oh, gotcha.
So I think that might be what it is. But shout out to Mama Bugs. She's like,
Yeah.
hey, cruises ain't for me.
Yeah, I respect her on that. It's and shout out to speaking of Prime, shout out to Prime
Yes.
and his son Shadur. Uh
Shadur.
Shiloh, I know he's supposed to be playing.
He made some tackles the other night. Shout out,
Oh, he
shout out.
did?
Yeah, he made some good tackles.
All right, okay. Well, yeah, shout out to that family. I know it was just a preseason game, but Shadur did his thing from all the clips that I seen because I ain't watch
Oh,
it.
Boogie on Sports.
Yeah, I ain't watch it, but I saw
I was
enough
about to say,
people.
if Boogie watching games now, what we doing?
No, because preseason is starting up, and I'm starting to
Yeah.
get them rumblings from my friends about fantasy football. We
Are
gotta.
you doing it?
I'm gonna do it this year,
Okay.
and
Okay.
for the draft, they want to do a combine like
Okay.
activity in
Okay.
person for us
Wait,
to
so y'all
figure
niggas gonna
out.
be running? Is that
I
what y'all gonna be doing?
I think it's just to figure out the order of the draft. I think it'll be pretty fun. First off, I am somewhat still athletic.
And you're tall.
Um,
So your stride, Boogie going to run a 4-4.
Now I don't know about all that, but I'm definitely going to stretch and probably ice before and
Do it,
after,
please, please, please.
just because I know how bones and ligaments work at my age.
Or you should say how they stop working at your
Oh,
age.
good point. Good point. How they stop. But I think that'll be a little fun
Yeah,
activity to do just to, rally the team of non
definitely.
athletic people, together. So
So how do y'all pick the drawing? Is it like who goes first? Is it most athletic go last, or is it?
that's a great question. And I'm not in control of that. So I'm not in charge. They brought it up and I was like, that might be fun to laugh at y'all. You know,
Yeah, Boogie's up because I know I'm about to smoke all these niggas.
no. I will say there are some athletic men in the
Okay,
team
okay.
where I know damn well I'm gonna be like, this is not real, right? We
No,
this
Boogie,
is
come on now. You know how niggas are when it comes to competition.
I
It
know,
could be picking up trash bags. I got more than you.
right? I don't know why everything has to be a competition.
It's
Why?
ingrained in us.
I just don't understand.
Probably goes back to slavery days. Hey, you pick the most cotton. You ain't got to work tomorrow.
Nigga, and then your friend like, we working every day though.
Right? You believe that bullshit that master told you?
Yeah. Nigga, you are
Oh,
overextending yourself.
here he go again with his 5 bags of cotton.
No, damn well, guess what? They gonna ask you to do the goddamn same thing.
We got more quotas to do because of you.
Yeah, you supposed
Clip
to
that.
bend the curve.
Oh shit.
Ah.
Okay, let me ask you this though. So do y'all have like what's your name? You got a creative name
I
for?
do have to start thinking about a name because my last one was, I think it was, she don't want no small puppies. She want big dogs.
That's kind of long, but I do fucks with it though.
Hey
That
man,
is
yes, that is kind of long, but I probably shorten it up some. I gotta go to, I haven't even been on the fantasy website ESPN since the damn
man.
last time. Y'all some. I know people are get really serious about fantasy, and they make money off that too
Yeah, they
now.
do. They
But
do.
and this year we will be putting in money,
Okay, okay.
probably
Well,
like
you
twenty
got to
five
make sure
dollars
you
or
on it
something.
every week because it was some weeks last week you kind of forgot. So you
Yeah.
got to make sure that you
I'm
set
gonna
your
be I'm
alarm.
gonna be a little bit, yeah,
You
I'm gonna
know,
be on it this year just because I experienced it last year and it was fun. But
so you're hooked.
I
What you
want to
saying?
be able to talk smack, properly as
She's
well. So
addicted, y'all. Boogie's addicted.
all
She
right.
is addicted. So that's dope though. That is dope
Yeah.
as hell. So this means you're actually going to be watching games and being
I don't
tuned
know about
in
all that.
to
Listen,
this.
that's not what I said at all. What I said was I was going to be active on my fantasy draft.
If there
uh,
are any sports betting apps out there, Boogie on Sports. Boogie will gladly put those picks in if you guys want to sponsor this lovely podcast.
that's hilarious.
No, but that is dope though. So I want to wish you tons of congrats on the season. What's the prize? Like, what's the cash value on the prize?
I
Y'all
don't know
decided
yet
that?
because we haven't decided on how much money we're gonna put in, and I think it's $25 a pop. So if it's twenty
Okay,
five dollars a pop, and there's about 10 of us,
that's a nice little prize. Nice little
nice
prize.
little prize. And I don't know if we're gonna do first and second, third, because
I was gonna say,
then
what do y'all do for like the loser? Like, is it like whoever just comes in last? They gotta do something stupid, or what? What have y'all figured that out yet?
that's a great question, and I don't know if I'm gonna encourage that option just in case.
Just in case I come in last.
Just throwing it out there. You
You're gonna
never know,
see Boogie doing a naked run with
right?
a sign over it. I
Some
lost my
bullshit,
fantasy.
right? This is some bull, right?
Oh man, well, let's keep this thing on rolling because something had to piss me off, Boogie.
Oh, okay.
My gears have been grinded. You guys know I have been in the process of moving and everything. It sucks. It's hectic. Blah blah blah. Y'all get it. Um,
All the boxes are gone. Only thing I have to really do now is find a bookcase, which has been kind of hard. It's just like there's no floating bookcase or anything that's really cool, so it's just like books in this bag. But to the grinding of my gears, I was like, there's a lot of glare in here when I'm podcasting. Like, if people are looking at these glasses who are throwing me off, I'm seeing all the stuff in front of me. So I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Let me go and get some blackout curtains. Went, grabbed some off the clearance rack at Wally's, and I was like, okay, these are gonna work out quite nicely. Go to try to drill and put these things up here. The drill, for whatever reason, was like, hey, my man, I think there is some really hard pieces of wood back here. You're
Mm.
not gonna get these screws through here. So I was like, okay, I got a hammer, I got some nails. Let me go and just do a little hammer and nail type of action. Then the nails was like, hey, player, we're not gonna go through this wall. Apparently, these windows have been reinforced with the strongest boards known to man. So I was like, okay, let's try to, let's think. Let's think. What can we do? So I was like, drillless curtain rods, blah, 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 blah. And you know what comes up? Command strips. And I was like, okay. I bought command strips before. They normally work. I bought the 5 pound command strips, Boogie. Something told me, hey, bro, you should buy the 10 pound command strips. Bought the 5 pounds, stuck it up there. And I'm like, okay, cool, cool, cool. That's up there. Leave for like, I don't know, a good 5 minutes. What happens? Curtains are down. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I reattach it. I'm like, okay, let me put a little more extra sticky on here. Curtains fall again. So I'm like, curtains, these goddamn curtains. So what do? Go back to the store and I'm like, you know what? Going with the 10 pound hangers. What happens? Put them up and everything. These things fell yet again, Boogie. 5 pounds, 10 pounds, they do not work. Command strips, y'all need your asses whooped. Y'all need your asses whooped because they just did not work for me. So now my curtains, Boogie, are sitting on the floor as we speak. And there is a drillless curtain rod in my Amazon cart. And hopefully that works. I'll have an update for you next week, as I'm sure that probably won't. I'm not putting a whole lot of energy and or hope into these curtains ever going up. And I can't return them, Boogie, because I threw the receipt away. I
That's
was
your
like,
first problem.
it was. Because you know what, Boogie? I was like, I don't need to keep this. Why would I want to keep this receipt? These curtains are going to go up. I have learned a very valuable lesson in keep your receipt until said product is attached to the wall. But also, they were only $8
Oh, that's
like
not bad.
combined. So I was like, you blow $8 on dumb shit like every day. So, just kind of
All
chalk that
right, baller, I see you balling out.
Not really. I mean, occasional, you know, here and there type of thing. But whatever, whatever. That is my grinding of the gears. Boogie! Let's get to happier pastures. It is time to tip the hat to folks who are doing good things in the community. Who you got this week?
My tip in the hat is going to Bob the Drag Queen, best known for winning the 8th season of RuPaul Drag Race.
Okay.
This is a comedian, um, just American drag queen, actor, activist, musician, author, blah blah blah, reality TV personality. But there is a video circulating from 7 years ago, clip of him on a podcast talking about race play, and Bob the drag queen said that it was hot. And so he recently came out with a response video and said, as a comedian, you hear it all the time. I'm not apologizing for my jokes and blah blah blah, and
It's
that,
comedy.
yeah, that's comedy. And you can hear in the original video that he was clearly joking, but he came out and was like, I realized that my comments were damning and hurtful for people, and that wasn't the intention. And he was just like, you can ask anybody that's ever been around me. I don't play around with race play. I've never done race play with any of my race relationships. Try and find somebody that will tell you that I've done that. I was joking. But y'all didn't get them jokes, and I understand of the times or whatnot, but it's not as funny, when you start to realize this shit really really affects people. And honestly, I
Yeah.
I, I want to say kudos to him, real talk, just to be man enough to really take part and acknowledge and be accountable that some jokes ain't that damn funny.
Cause
And
we know some comments.
yeah,
It's
and
my right to tell these
yeah,
jokes.
so I just wanted to shout out Bob just for doing that. Didn't have to, and he
Yeah.
also just cleared it up and stuff like that. But just shout out to him for doing that. So
Cause comedy is the last form of truth telling. You should be able to get up there and say blah 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 and not get in trouble for it.
God,
You
who do
know, that's what they say.
who do you got for your tipping?
I'm tipping my hat to Vanessa Miles. She decided to sue Delta Airlines for 75 of them munions after she survived that plane crash that flipped over on the Toronto tarmac. So kudos to her. It says she ended up suffering a fractured shoulder, knee, and back injuries, and a traumatic brain injury, and has
Jeez.
post-concussion symptoms. The lawsuit was filed in Michigan's U.S. District Court. Claims Delta prioritized profits over safety by employing an inexperienced and inadequately trained pilot.
Damn.
Leading to the crash. As a preliminary investigation found that the fractured landing gear caused the plane to roll and the wing detached, igniting jet fuel. All 80 passengers survived, but 21 were hospitalized. Delta denies the claims of inadequate training, stating that the pilot has been a predecessing company since 2007. So she's seeking at least 75 of them things. So I hope she gets all 75 of them things.
That's another Detroit woman right there. She
Hey,
knows what
man.
she's doing.
She about to be buffed out. She already, she probably already got a couple of buffs and some chains. So she probably about to buy the buff store. She's like, yeah, I want all the glasses.
Good luck to her.
Definitely. Because remember when they was giving out, what was it, like 25 racks? It was something that they were giving
25
out.
racks or something.
I was just
close
like,
to
y'all would have been dumb if you took that money.
I'm like, you see what they're doing now? They're trying to lure you in with a little weak ass 25.
It is, man, that is not nothing. 75 though. We can make something happen. You gotta start high.
Yeah. That's really what it is. The lawyers was like, I get that you want $1 million, but let me do this. Let me do this.
Broken hip, knee, and you have concussions on the regular. Yeah, you need at least 75. Now you're gonna probably get 25,
right?
But we gotta start high.
We gotta start somewhere. Start really astronomically impossible, and we're gonna finally land to something realistic.
Oh man, it's time to get to your favorite segment, Boogie. Know what you can or cannot use. I'm playing the music even though none of these shits work today. We have no deaths to report, so we're getting right to the first topic. There has been a barrage of green sexual objects in the form of dildos.
Okay. You're just gonna hold off from saying it. You just said it. Okay.
Being thrown on the course, and we have found one of the suspects. The suspect accused of throwing a green dildo at last night's Phoenix Mercury game appeared in court. It was Caden Lopez. He's 18 years old. He's also accused of hitting someone with said dildo. Lopez faces at least 2 charges, including assault and disorderly conduct. I did read some of the story. Excuse me. This is a part of a prank, Boogie. This is a part of, I guess, a TikTok challenge and or thing where folks are gonna start doing this because he was caught, but there was another individual who was still out there doing the same goddamn thing. Well, you played women's basketball. What says you about these sexual objects being thrown on the court?
No need to have all those. What's so damn funny? What's so damn funny? Why are you laughing?
This whole thing is just funny.
It's just dumb. It honestly just goofy. I get it. Maybe like one time it happening, yeah, okay, but not it happening continuously. Now it's starting to really distract from the game at play. Like,
Yeah.
I still don't understand how are y'all getting away with bringing those things in the damn courts. I mean, I feel like we had TSA anyway when we going through them lines,
I told you
and they
that last
checking
week. I was
bags.
like, they
I just
gonna be
don't
out
understand.
here. It's gonna be airport security at stadiums now.
Yeah, and
Oh man.
I have a feeling that it's probably more lax than the WNBA because who's running up,
Yeah.
trying to hurt any of these players? But clearly,
Don't nobody want to see y'all play anyway. So who wants to blow y'all up?
whoa, I ain't say that. Now you out here just putting words in my mouth. No, Kaden Lopez, you 18-year-old, you need to find something better to do.
You need some more hobbies, bro.
Yeah, because this ain't it. Now you got a damn misdemeanor, and now people know who you are for some dumb shit. So
Yeah, it's one of those things where I had so many. Like when I first saw the story, I'm not gonna hold you, Boogie.
thought it was funny.
No, no, okay, yes, I thought it was funny, but also I legit because I was like, okay, dildos, and I know how, or at least how we've seen how some stud buds, how some people move
Yeah.
in the community.
Yeah.
So my mind first went to was one of y'all out there with a strap, and then it just that was where
Happened to
my
drop.
yeah, that's what my mind
Man,
first
that's really
went to.
smart of you.
Because I mean, I've heard where they wear them to the clubs and all types. So I'm just like, oh, okay, was it just one of those things? Then to hear people were just out there like chucking them was just kind of like, yo. My mind also went to like, what if it stuck to the floor? My mind just went to all types of just like hilarious places that it probably should not have went to. And then it went to like, how are y'all getting these things in the stadium?
Yeah.
And it kind of went back to like, here in Detroit, the Red Wings, they're known to throw octopuses on the ice. Like that's their mascot is an octopus. I don't know why, but they throw octopus. That's just their thing. And some people talked about they would go early, like a day before or whatever, and leave it in the bathroom, or they would find ways to get stuff in there. So I'm like, how are y'all doing this? And also why? It also then I kind of got irritated because I'm like, so there's serial throwers here, so this needs to be stopped because I'm like, y'all not doing this at NBA games.
Yeah.
What was it was disrespectful. Don't get me wrong, funny but disrespectful in the beginning. Two things can be true, but then it kind of just went to like, hey man, y'all are corny.
This is lame.
Yeah. Respect the athletes, respect the women. Because if you're not gonna do that shit to the men, because let's be real. If the dude saw you, they probably whoop your ass. Let's be real. So it's just like, cut it out, man. What do you have to gain from that? You got a couple of laughs, but I was just like, all right, bro, like chill.
I think I'm just glad they're able to they caught one of the guys just because we need to nip this in the bud. Because like you could be tossing other things. Toss some damn confetti. Toss something. You know what I mean? Like keep it light and cute. Why is the first thing that goes to your head is I need to grab a dildo and throw it on the court?
It's just like, and when you think about those things, when you really think about it, it's like funny, but also y'all are being malicious in the sense of like, that some of them are lesbians, so that's what they use. So it's just like, yo, y'all are going at another level of just like trying to fuck with people, and it's just like, yo, I'm all for fans interacting with athletes. Of course. That makes it fun, but keep it to just the regular. You suck, you're a bozo, whatever you do, a couple curse words, that sort of thing, like boo them. But when it comes to like throwing shit on the floor, like cut that out, man. Yeah. Because if it were ever a moment where they say, you know what, players can go in the stands, y'all are going to lose. So cut it out. Like, just stop it. And
Yeah.
also, I just feel like sex toy stores now are probably gonna have all the green dildos locked up. They're just gonna be like, hey.
Not on my watch.
You know how like you can't buy antihistamines and shit without an ID? There's gonna
Man.
be some shit like that now. Green dildo. Oh, we got him.
The green machine.
Oh man. Topic number 2. This was one that a lot of people were like, nah, you fooling, you reaching. My bad, I got my topics interchanged. All right, Lennox.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. It is what it is. This is one that lost my train of thought. Was funny, but also like, whoa, what are y'all doing? I say that because I didn't know where this challenge started from, like this stiletto challenge thing. I was like seeing people doing it on books, on counters. I saw a girl in my neighborhood on that little green box that we used to sit on doing it. And I was like, what is this? And one of the homies was like, oh, that Nicki Minaj started this. And now we have a Russian influencer who decided to break her back because she was dumb as hell and was doing it on formula. Like, what are y'all doing here? Cut it out. Boogie, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Russian influencer and new mother Mariana Barakina, 32, broke her spine while attempting the viral stiletto challenge.
That's not funny.
Inspired by Nicki Minaj. Just 8 weeks after giving birth, she tried to balance in high heels on a baby formula container stacked on an upside-down saucepan. The setup slipped, causing her to fall and suffer a compression fracture in her T9 vertebra. She now must wear a medical corset for about 3 months.
And that's what
Despite the injury, she shared the incident with humor, calling it a plot twist in her life.
All right.
Reaction.
COE over everything, Boogie. Content over everything. How you feeling about this?
I don't have any feelings. Listen, I've seen the challenge in different variations. It's all fun and games until you break your back. Until you get that spinal tap. Yeah, for you to just finish having a child and you in postpartum, for you to be like, yeah, I got this. Let me do this real quick. And now you are bedridden for a couple. And probably got a back brace too. Y'all just got to be careful. I saw Sierra doing it too. Listen, these are the challenges where people, government officials, state officials, they're going to be doing press conferences like, we have seen too many accidents. Y'all can stop with this challenge. Nicki Minaj, we need you to come out and say stop with this challenge. But she won't, because I just saw her just redo.
She just did it.
Yeah, redo the challenge. Again, I get it. Y'all trying to one up everybody by doing something different. But guess what? That different gonna lead you to the hospital.
These are the things that make me really hate social media, because it's just like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? This was like the crate challenge all over again. But
it's exactly the crate challenge.
Like, that's what this was. And it was just like, we get it. Some of y'all can wear heels really well. But also, you know, what was crazy for me is like, some of y'all can do this, but you can't walk a whole goddamn day in them heels. Because we done seen it. We done seen you with your flats. We done seen you walking on bare concrete. Do one of those challenges. Do the challenge where you can wear the heels the whole
shots fired
goddamn day. I feel like that's a challenge that no one can get hurt in. That's one that nobody's gonna get hurt outside of
hurt. You know. Them ankles.
I mean, that is true. Them ankles,
them
true.
heels. Listen, that's one challenge I know I will lose.
Boogie said, I'm more of a wedge kind of challenge. Them wedges.
I'll do a little chunky heel, a platform, if you will.
I don't know. It was just one of those things where, why
not? We in a recession. They trying to find activities to keep us entertained, and which I understand. Well, guess what? You missed the mark on this one, and now you got to deal with it.
I feel like every time someone does that challenge, there should be a disclaimer at the bottom, like, blah, 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 might get injured at your own risk. It should be something like that just tells people.
Of course.
Just like, What are we doing? And then
Yeah.
for her to post the content like, well, there's a monkey wrench in the plan now. Like, what are we doing here? You're
I
still making
yeah.
content.
No, I get it because she's making light of okay, so I fucked my shit up, but I gotta show y'all how I fucked my shit up by doing this dumb challenge.
Because I'm monetized, and I gotta maintain my
Yeah,
monetization by showing y'all this back brace.
because I'm gonna be out of commission for a little bit.
It used to be like step on the crack, you break your mama's back. Now it's
Mm.
my mama broke her back by doing this dumbass challenge. Like that's where the shit is going now. It's just like I gotta do it myself.
Oh.
Got it. But oh well, it's just like do better. And also, I feel like the day y'all see me doing one of these challenges will be the day like Nate has really lost his goddamn mind. He has fucking lost it.
I'm not gonna lie. I did the plank challenge when the plank challenges
Didn't do that.
was hot, and I did some pretty dumb stuff on planking. But again,
Oh, you was one of them one Boogie was planking on billboards.
I planked on a checkout cashier and a couple
That's
of
hilarious.
monuments in Chicago. But outside of that,
What did they say when you were doing that? When you were planking on the self checkout? What was their reaction?
I mean, well, at the time I was working and
Oh,
at said establishment, and I said, "Hey, I'm about to do this." Shout out to these jobs, that you have for college, and you realize that, they realize you're just a dumb college kid. They just let me do whatever the hell I wanted.
like
And
she shows up on time.
yeah, and if I think about it now, I probably would have been fired.
I
But
think that too about my college
yeah,
job.
no, but yeah, I have to remember, like, back then, they didn't know. And
Boogie was a star.
you know what I'm saying? They didn't know. So it is what it is. But yeah, those challenges, it was fun for what it is as a child, as a college student. But you are a mother.
An adult.
Who's
You pay
taking care of
taxes.
right? Who is taking care of your baby while somebody's taking care of you?
Literally, that's the part where it's just like day 2 of having a nanny take care of me and the baby.
Which is smart. Y'all do need nannies out here. But
hey man, I ain't gonna hold you. That's a
damn it.
hustle. That's a racket now. Being a nanny, boy.
Yeah.
Man.
I need an au pair, if they call it.
If it was more acceptable for dudes to be nannies, I probably would do that. I would be like hustling them nanny fees. Like, yo.
I mean, but y'all men's messed that up by pretty much being deviant.
Yeah. But even thinking about it though, I know it's like it's a terrible stereotype, but I wouldn't want no dude watching my kid. I'd be like,
hell no.
You have 15,000.
I seen SBU. I don't need to see. I don't need to see nothing else.
To be Dr. Phil, and I'm just like, yeah, nigga, no. There ain't no women. But I have a degree in child psychology.
I don't degree these ass out of here, because you ain't touching my child.
I'll take the prostitute off the street before I
unless I will say unless, and I hate to say this, but unless they are gay.
Wait, what?
I'm just saying that's probably the only.
Oh, okay. I get what you mean.
Unless they are gay, which is really weird to even ask somebody, but you can hear it in their voices sometimes. Sometimes. I don't want to make an assumption, but sometimes.
No. Okay, so look, that is a very valid point. If I were gonna have like a gay housekeeper or a gay nanny, because honestly, I feel like gay nannies are probably like the equivalent to like Caribbean nannies. Your kid is not going to be doing no type of tomfoolery. Yeah. They're gonna tell you once, and that's it. Like, they're gonna wash their hands. It'll be like, yeah, Clarence did do a good job with the nannying of the kids. So I get what you mean there. Like that is
all right. Not
Clarence. Next topic. This topic was one that a lot of people were like, yo, I think you're reaching, all right. I think you might be kind of young. I think a lot of people are also like, hey, did you happen to watch Martin when it was actually on? Or did you go back and watch Martin after reruns? And are you thinking of the brain and the time that we are in now? For those of you that don't know what I'm referring to, Ari Lennox was talking about how some of the jokes that Martin had thrown towards Pam's way made her feel as being a darker skinned woman. Boogie, let's play that beautiful being footage.
The thing that pissed me off about Martin was how much he would go on Pam. I'm not like too woke or something, is what I'm trying to say. I'm honestly problematic. I'm pretty problematic, low key. But my point is that there are some things where I draw the
I don't know if I would
line
have
and
said
it just
that.
bothered
I
me. Or
wouldn't have
like
either.
Pam was so beautiful and so fine. And I just feel like growing up as a chocolate girl, I don't even know if I was able to understand the greatness of Pam because of the light that I feel like I was being fed.
All right.
I agree with you, Boogie. I would not have led with I can be kind of problematic myself, because that opens up a door of like, so how problematic are you? Please tell us. How do you feel about Ari's comments about the back and forth between Martin and Pam?
I mean, she has her right to have an opinion, and I don't have a problem with what she said. And I don't want to, negate her feelings and any of the dark skin
Right.
women that might have felt that way watching it. Um, but those were different times, and I like to put things into perspective. Jokes back then, were out of line. And they
90% of
were
them.
yeah, and they were questionable at the time. But I also want to remind people a lot of the jokes were improvised, and they were all coming in with suggestions about what should be said. And Pam also came back with the lethal responses as
She
well.
did.
Um, so I can take it for what it's worth, just because it's such a iconic show. But I get what she's saying. Like, how old is it for you to keep bagging on, you
Yeah,
know,
right.
a dark skinned woman? And I will say that trope is kind of
It is
old
old.
and
Yeah.
dated, about having a friend that's probably what they feel is deemed less desirable, even though throughout the show, they made Pam a lot more desirable.
Honestly,
I would
yeah.
say. But
Dina.
again, but again, I understand what she's saying.
Yeah.
But you should also, I think, two things can be true. You can also appreciate the art as well and understand during the times. That probably wouldn't fly now, but
Oh,
just for
definitely.
what it is, it was an iconic show. So
I agree with you 1,000%. I think some of this, and again, this is not to negate how Ari felt as growing up as a dark skinned woman.
yeah,
Um, I grew up as a dark skinned man,
yeah,
so I can relate to those similarities of just being darker. I mean,
sure,
you do get picked on. Like it
yeah,
is what it is. It still happens today.
yeah,
Colorism is still a thing,
very much,
and it was very prevalent in the '90s and that sort
yeah.
of thing. The reason why I started this out was like, are you watching this from the lens of
Mhm,
2025,
mhm,
or are you watching this in the lens of the '90s?
mhm.
Um, if you go back and watch Moesha, you can tell, yo, a lot of fat jokes towards
Yeah,
Kim.
yeah,
Um, and Moesha was just mean. She was mean when we were growing up,
yeah,
but you see it more now, and it's just like, okay, I'm watching it in the lens of an adult. As a youth, you're just like, oh, we were all making fun of, the fat kids, or you were the fat kid that was made fun
yeah,
of. These jokes here on Martin, it's a little bit different than, like you could say, the Moesha thing, because it's like Pam and Martin were going back and forth. It was like tennis. You serve, I
yeah.
serve. You serve, I serve. There were moments where Pam came in, she was leading the
Mhm,
roast. Like it was just,
mhm,
that's just what it was. Um, they were both dark skinned. So
mhm.
this was one of those things where, again, I'm not trying to negate her feelings towards that, but it's like I could see it more if Martin were light skinned and were throwing
Mhm.
those jokes at her, I could see that there, like a Jamie Braxton type of thing. But it wasn't
Mhm.
like that. And dare I say, if Martin wasn't enthralled with Gina, he might have been talking to Pam because
Mm.
their relationship, you know, some people kind of bounce back and forth where it was like, y'all don't like each other, but if y'all were
Yeah.
to go down that road, I
Yep.
could see y'all having a really good. That's kind of what I got from them, and it was also one of those things where it was like, who doesn't go back and forth with their partner's friend or whatever? That happens in
Friend.
a lot of relationships. It's always like that buddy cop, where one of us is going to be the punching bag, but the
Yeah.
punching bag punches back. We just saw that way more with Pam. I just look at it as like the jokes were written by black people, and I personally I didn't get that intent of them just being like, "Yo, we're gonna bag on the darker skinned person," because, like you said, a lot of people thought Pam was better looking than Gina. Like,
I,
it just
yeah. It's I think people forget like the first of anything will have a lot of hiccups.
yeah,
You know, this was, I would say, one of the first like hit sitcoms, especially in the 90s, where everybody was talking about it. It was,
mhm.
water cooler conversation, and it made historical significance, for the culture overall. So yeah, there's gonna be go back to any old show that was 10 to 20 years, old. Yeah, there's gonna be some uncomfortable situations. I'm rewatching. Like I
You
said,
should
I'm
have
watching Law and Order, and I saw them drop the F bomb a couple times.
hey
I was
man,
like, "Ay, yikers!"
it's some stuff on Law and Order. You'd be like, "Whoa, go back and watch 48 Hours."
Yeah, I was gonna say, hey,
Man, 48 and another 48 hours. Boy, I was like, God damn, Nick
yeah,
Nolte, y'all was
yeah.
whoa.
Hey man,
Um,
they was throwing a lot of stuff
man,
out and trying to see what sticks, and clearly,
I want Ari to go back and watch All in the Family and then have a conversation with us. Go back and watch
yeah,
the Jeffersons when they were saying the N-word on actual I was like, what? They
yeah,
got George on, you nigga, you crazy. You
yeah.
know, again, I think it's nuance.
It
There's
is.
it's
Yeah,
context to everything.
yeah,
And it's not like people are out there, at least they're not out there talking like that now. I think some of those jokes that people are hanging on to is just Pam did not have not a one BDB. Pam had long hair. Pam was beautiful, still is. So it's just like I don't want to call it a reach, but it's a reach, you know. And I get it. Two things can be true.
yeah.
This was just like, what are we talking about here?
It's her experience, and she definitely felt bad about, watching, those moments and those scenes, which I again, I understand, um to a degree, because I'm a brown skin. I'm the middle. I ain't light skinned, but
I
I
mean,
ain't,
that opens up the question of so many other things. Then we can say, so Ari, did you feel certain ways about other darker skin? Because I mean, you could go through a not like Family Matters. There's so
yeah,
many of those tropes. So it's just like, all right, again, are you reaching? And not to invalidate your opinion,
yeah.
but how many of these things do you feel about all these shows? Like, come on. But I mean,
You gotta
I
take
get you. I
everything with a grain of salt. That's all.
That is very, very true. But yeah, let's get to y'all niggas is tripping. Who you got this week for y'all niggas is tripping?
Y'all niggas is tripping is going out to Mr. Chris Brown, Breezy. If you guys are under a rock right now, he's on tour. His Breezy Bowl concert actually just left the Detroit area. Um, but I've had some concerns, and
Okay.
I've seen a couple of videos that really threw me off, and I wasn't quite sure until I actually seen it in person. I mean, not in person. I actually seen it a number of times. So now I feel like I need to say something. During his concerts, there is a moment in his concert where he is looking out in the crowd to grab a young lady to go on stage and do his little "Take Me Down" dance routine. And I don't have a problem with that. It's very cute. I see it. Everybody's excited for whoever he picks. Generally a light skinned, ambiguous looking chick, whatever have you. That's not the topic of that's not the topic right now. What the topic is, what it really is, after he does his number where he's on the floor, he jumps on top of said guest, said patron, right? And they getting all excited, woohoo, yeah, yeah, yeah. And he begins to lean to his side, to their side, and what appears to be like he's kissing on their neck or whatnot, or acting like he's kissing on his neck. Well, act no more. These things are really happening. He is really kissing on these ladies. I've seen several videos where lips on lips with tongue has ensued. And I gotta tell you, what are y'all doing? Y'all need to remove it. The excite. You met your hero. You should not be tonguing down. It was already cute and everything with the pre-show meet and greets. Those are cute. I like it. Those are fun. Y'all paying for y'all, $1,000, whatever have you. Making it. I'll make him do whatever I want him to do. On those meet and greets. But the line has been crossed. The line has been crossed. He's kissing these women. Y'all don't know. Well, actually, y'all know a portion of the women that he's done had, things with, situations with. But to be okay with him kissing randos, I gotta say something. Y'all are crazy.
Nigga, you were just on stage in Philly last night. Now you kissing me in Detroit.
Yeah, y'all wilding right now. Y'all need to chill out. Take it easy. Take it easy, y'all.
It's like, so if y'all not ever heard of mono,
y'all wilding right now. I don't need to see this too many times.
It's one of those things where I've always questioned that, and I'm like, yo, is he popping gum? Are you popping gum? What is going on here? Do you have a man? Do you have a woman in the crowd? What is going on here?
Not anymore.
Like, it is just like, and also, Boogie, because I know you were just like, here's the line here. You know good and goddamn well, if that nigga said, hey, let's go backstage, they would be going to do other things. They would just be doing other things.
Legs would be open, just ready and go.
Taking you down.
Yeah.
So like,
literally.
He's just like, oh, Bobby Brown got arrested for this. Let me take it a couple steps further. Let me actually do this.
I just want y'all to be mindful. just be a little bit more demure. Okay.
Also, what do the women who are actually in Chris's fold think about this? Another kiss, huh? Like, what are we doing here? Like, at least
how he got me.
Dangles his little cherries. Usher's like, okay, I ain't gonna take it too far. Chris is like, I don't give a goddamn. They paid their money, they're gonna get a show.
I don't give a goddamn. Usher is a whole ass married man, which I understand. When you're a performer and you're an actor, certain things, has to come into play. A little acting.
Where's the line? Where
that's the line. If I'm swapping spit in a concert,
Chris, I could never be married. I can't kiss chicks on stage no more.
It's in my clause.
Honor these vows. I don't know. That's just because I know people always ask that question for people. It's like, well, your partner, what do you do? And it's like, yo, if we're acting, that's one thing.
Yeah,
nigga, this is a concert. There's no action. There's no cut. Like, what are we doing here?
Or is he playing a character because he's dancing and trying to put on a show for folks? That's part of his entire show. Is that what it is? I don't care.
Because I don't give a goddamn what character you play. I didn't pay to see this.
I really did.
Songs.
No, let me stop. Because if it ain't me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
That's also like it's also different when you see the women doing that too. Because I seen Glorilla was doing that, but the women, they be making them niggas, your hands got to be behind the seat. They damn near handcuff them niggas' hands behind them. Like, You ain't touching her. You
Yeah.
ain't. She can kiss you or whatever, but you better not.
Cause you know why?
Goddamn
Cause we women have discernment. Y'all niggas be
Niggas
like,
take it too
I
far.
well, I guess it's my time. Let me
Niggas will definitely take it too far. Niggas will be like, oh shit.
I'm about to destroy this hoe right on stage.
Pound in front of all these people. Okay.
Say less.
I've been waiting for this opportunity. Like
now let me actually perform and do what I gotta do. So
it's like when Janet Jackson would do that and
Yep.
niggas would lose their minds,
Yep.
but them niggas wouldn't be trying to do nothing freaky. They would just be
No.
like in awe of
yeah.
it's Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Like kind of like when Beyonce sat on Terrence Howard. That
Yep.
nigga ain't never been the same. Didn't
Yeah.
think of doing nothing freaky. He was just like,
Not
Oh.
anymore. Not anymore. The line is over. There is no more line. People are just doing whatever at this point.
Terrence Howard be like, hey, man, when they come up and sit on your lap, man, you just got to respect them, man. Just enjoy the
yeah,
moment, man.
Y'all shouldn't be kissing. That's what it comes down to. It. Turn it down a notch. Y'all doing too much. This is too extreme.
Boogie said, hey, $1,200 ain't all worth all that, goddamn it.
Who you got for your niggas?
My young niggas tripping is going to Kenny Bednarik. Over the weekend, Kenny and Noah
What's so
Lyles
damn funny?
were no, I have more jokes. It's just over the weekend at the US Nationals, the 200 meters, Kenny and Noah Lyles faced off. And everyone knows these two brothers have been going at it for the longest times. If you know Noah Lyles, you get it. Most people want to whoop this man's ass. You just understand it. And at the end of the 200 meters, Noah came in last minute and won the race, and Kenny gave him a little shove towards the end. And when they got to the microphones, you know, of course, things be a little something between you two guys, a little back and forth there. And it was just like, hey, we can talk. We can talk afterwards. And they kind of exchanged their words and blah, 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 blah. And of course, there's so many people who are on Kenny's side. You guys are all bitches. You guys are all bitches. And I say that because you lost. Keep your hands to yourself. If you want to win, beat them when it's time to actually beat them. You people can be all upset. No allows us this. He's too braggadocious. If you do not like it, beat him. That is the only way to stop someone. You have to beat them. Get out of here with all that. I'm a sore loser, all that crying. We can talk afterwards. Look, nigga, you don't like me. That's fine. Lace them up and show me that you don't like me.
Simple as that.
Beat me. And you couldn't do that. So, you know, I thought that was just corny on Kenny's part. Like, bro, we can't have people out here losing and then want to knuckle up afterwards. Like, that's not how that works. So, Noah, keep doing your thing. Keep talking that cash shit. And Kenny, you don't like it, just beat him. Just beat him, player. Just beat him. So, you know. That's
you don't have to get active at a meet. Just if you're not winning, go do better. Go back to the gym. Yeah.
It was just one of those things where they kept, well, we could talk about it later. And I get Noah and you know, yeah, we'll talk about it later. But nigga, it couldn't have been me. Especially if I'm as braggadocious as Noah and I know you can't beat me. Let's talk about it now, nigga. Let's talk about it now. Let's talk about how you pushed me after you lost. That's what that would have been. I'm going to really embarrass you now, bro. I already dusted you in this 200 meters. So now I'm really going to make you look foolish. And you're never going to want to put your hands on anyone else again. Because it can go one or two ways. We can either go behind this little thing and we can actually knuckle it up. And don't you dare get your butt whooped twice. Because then Noah really going to be talking. You got dusted on the track and then you got dusted with these hands, player. So it's just like, man.
See, Noah's smart. He's really taking it and very professionally and really understanding what it comes down to. He's trying to keep his bags. So,
Yep.
as he should, because it's not worth it, especially somebody that can't beat you. So
That, and I think he's also leaning into this villain role. I think he's leaning because when he started, he talked about the NBA players and all that stuff, bro.
yeah, I remember.
Sometimes it's cool for you to be the villain. Sometimes it just be out here and be that villain, bro. I hope he gets the shoe deals and all that stuff he wants. But hey, man, sometimes I'm winning and you ain't gonna beat me. Like that's just what it is.
Simple as that.
But yeah, no. That concludes Y'all Niggas Tripping. Let's get to the final topic.
It's the final topic. It's the final topic.
Man, Boogie, I still have not listened to you. Last week you told me, he's like, hey, bro, you got to turn that fan off above you. That's why your MF and nose keeps running. Like,
yeah.
That's what it is. Like, there's no nose candy over here, y'all. Don't be like, why do you keep rubbing that goddamn nose? It's because of this fan that is above me and making my nose run. For the final topic here, we got scientists in South Africa are making rhino horns radioactive.
Why?
In an attempt to stop poaching from happening.
Oh,
They have injected. Let me get the story. I actually read it, but I'm trying to make sure I'm on my topics. They have injected the rhinos with like a bacterial spore that glows in the dark at night, but it also is a deterrent to keep poachers from wanting to take the coveted rhino horns. On the black market, the rhino horns go for thousands of dollars. So this is a attempt to deter the assailants. They're testing it out on 5 rhinos. We're going to see how that works, and then they're going to move to trying this on others. So what says you, Buggy? We got radioactive rhinos out here.
I mean, the horns going out for thousands of dollars for them to just kill a rhino. I'm gonna need more than that in the black market in order for me to lose my life as a rhino.
Oh man.
But man, I get it. If it doesn't harm the rhino himself, you gotta try whatever you gotta try, because these fools clearly are not stopping to end. They're not stopping killing rhinos and other endangered species just for the thrill of it, just to get, for the game, I should say. And that's terrible, because if it comes down to it, rhinos could kill you left and right. Put them guns down and fight them like a man. See what happens. Let's see who goes on top, who gets on top.
Are you saying 100 men versus 1 rhino?
No.
Is that the latest trend that we're going to start now, Boogie?
I mean, no. I mean, at some point, I just feel like leave these animals alone. They just want to be. Honestly, they are not bothering us because they are in the smallest little areas where they can be now. Because, rainforest and wildlife now, parks and in general, they're getting smaller by the day just because we need to make space for us humans. But yeah, these animals are just, if I'm not mistaken, are rhinos vegetarians? Or is that just gorillas?
They eat mostly grass and stuff. Says the horns are used in cosmetics and all types of other things.
Cosmetics.
They put a radioactive isotope, which will allow the animal to be traceable. So that's how they can also find where the animals are at. It's one of those things where I'm like, you probably should not have told. It's only 5 of them. So what about the other rhinos that are out there? It's just like,
I'm good. I don't know about y'all, but
that's
I'm
the one
good
with the isotope. Let me go get the other one over there.
Right.
Like, come on, man, just put it in all of them. Like,
well, they don't know yet if it's safe for them. They just tried out 5 now. If all 5 of them on the flow, with their hooves up, then that's
Imagine,
the problem.
imagine you just a regular rhino. You out grazing in the middle of the night, and you just see a glowing hole. What the fuck, Larry? What the fuck you been doing?
Hey man, I don't know. They put some shit on my horns, guys.
Larry got that shit, y'all. He going in the dark. It's just like okay, like there's no other ways to protect them. Y'all was just like, hey, y'all, let's make them glow in the dark.
They about to scare all these other rhinos.
Imagine like the nocturnal animals that come out at night. Ain't nothing out here. It's dark as fuck. What the hell is a nightlight over there?
Run, niggas! They got us.
It is just imagine you out there hunting.
Yeah.
Like, hey y'all, there's a pack of rhinos over there, and you can't see that they're glowing. They turn around. Hey, what the hell? Like that's just got to be the scariest shit ever.
Yeah.
Like we got to get up out of here. These rhinos are glowing. Like I mean. I'm just like, if y'all would just stop hunting these animals, we wouldn't have to do this type of stuff to them.
Yeah.
Like, cut it out, man. Also,
they won't.
You got to be a bad person, man, woman, whatever, to be like, I'm gonna go hunt an actual animal tank. That's what rhinos are. They're like tanks.
Yeah.
You got to be just like, what are we doing here? And I've heard that rhino meat, because you can't eat it in some gamey parks, or like it is one of the worst meats to ever eat. It's just very tough. It's like hippo meat. They're like, it's tough.
And I've heard. All right.
You guys can check those sources for yourself. Is rhino meat tough? Just do better, man. Just leave the animals alone, bro.
No, for real.
You know what's gonna happen? Because the orcas, they done got it down. The water animals, they like, yo, we taking y'all out. So once the land animals get the communication from the water animals, it's over for us. It is over for us.
Yeah.
Like, just leave them alone, man. Boogie, we've come to the end of episode 180. Before we get to that, we got to do nothing but facts. So he's like, Nate, you are high. Quite possibly. Nate, that was a gut punch. Sometimes you need to be punched in your gut. So here we go. Drink water. Drink water, man. You just gotta drink water. Sometimes you be like, yo, I'm a little cranky. I'm snapping at people. You know what it is? You not hydrated enough. You out here running on coffee. You running on other substances. You running on whatever you running on, but you ain't putting no water back in your body. Though some of y'all be like, I don't like water. Stop. How do you not like water? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with your taste buds? I don't like water. Cut it out. Drink water. You won't be so goddamn cranky. That's nothing but fact. Drink your goddamn water.
All right.
8 to 10 glasses a day. It's recommended. I got nothing else. Boogie, what you got for the peoples?
As always, please don't forget to smash that bell so you can get notified as soon as our content drops. And as always, once again, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell that friend that they should be listening to this podcast, and this is their favorite podcast as well.
Boogie said it all. Boogie said it all. Next week, I'll make sure that all of the sounds bounce, bounce, bounce with your mouth. Again, shout out to the Day One, but subscribe to all the podcast platforms. Boogie said it all. I'm Nate Galloway.
And I'm Adrian Bradyberg.
Since very late night talking to yourself during the day. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Handcuff, handcuff.
All right.
We out of here.
Bye, y'all.